Before we start this press conference, I'd like to show you a video clip. Eric? I was supposed to invite this person, but unfortunately, she cannot come because she's still in Camp Crame right now. But anyway, this is a throwback during
throughout the judicial process. The government will exercise fairness and impartiality and will uphold every right that Mrs. Arroyo, as an accused, is entitled to under the Constitution. For a legal proceeding that has great implications, not just to the integrity of our electoral system, but also to the very principles of our nation's democracy, it is our desire that truth and accountability prevail, and that the Filipino people are finally given the justice they choose. Salamat.
Now go to the questions. The first question will come from Raymond Dinasa of Bomora.
Kaya ang Calida may sub-video resolution na joint at ngayong hapon namin sila sa sub-reports naglabas ng areswanan ng pasisito. Ito ay nagbuwan ko na makabilis na mapaglamas sa amin sa London House.
Hindi ko yan ang ginagawa. In fact, the way I felt the final ang general rule is that nakakapunta ka na ng warrant of arrest kaagad after final report. Nothing unusual, nothing extraordinary. You on the same day that the criminal information is filed, ay nag-issue rin agad ang judge ng warrant of arrest. Hindi ko sabihin niya sa kanyang pag-tingin, pag-review dun sa records, dun sa mga sinabit sa kanya, including the information, ay naniniwala siya na merong probable cause. So it's not, there's nothing unusual about it.
Kaya makikita sa did you receive any reports?
Well, ang monitor ko lang is just nothing like
Well, what you said was there's nothing unusual. If you recall, former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo was indicted for alleged electoral sabotage together with some election officers. The resolution of the COMELEC DOJ panel of investigators was sent to the Regional Trial Court of Pasay City. It arrived there at around 12 noon, past 12 noon. Before 4 o'clock, the judge issued a warrant of arrest order. And what did Secretary de Lima say then? There is nothing unusual. Reminds me of a song, Nothing Unusual. Now that she's on the other side of the fence, she's claiming that there was haste in the issuance of the order, the warrant of arrest. Isn't this a hypocrisy on her part? That's why I called her the high priestess of hypocrisy. She can do to others, but she doesn't want the others to do the same for her. Now, before I start my short dissertation, why the warrant of arrest was issued. one of the issues is that, according to the lawyers of Senator De Lima, the motion to quash information should have been determined first. Well, let me give you a brief background on the rules of court. The determination of probable cause for the issuance of a warrant of arrest should precede the resolution of Senator De Lima's motion to quash the information. Why? Section 6, Rule 112 of the Revised Rules of Criminal Procedure states that the determination of probable cause should be done within 10 days from the filing of the complaint or information. The determination of the judge is only for the purpose of ascertaining whether or not a warrant of arrest should be issued. This is in the case of Mendoza versus People. This is necessary to acquire jurisdiction over the person of the accused, as ruled in People versus De Lara. So in other words, the judge must first determine whether there is probable cause to issue a warrant of arrest. Because if she will not resolve this, the court will have no jurisdiction over the person of Senator De Lima. And therefore, an accused who is not within the custody of the court cannot ask for affirmative relief, like quashing an information. In fact, there are three options of the court. One is to dismiss the case if the evidence on record clearly failed to establish probable cause. The other is if he finds probable cause, it is mandated upon him, he shall issue the warrant of arrest. Or if the third one is if the prosecutor failed to present additional evidence, in case of doubt, the judge may call the prosecutor to present additional evidence. Now, they say the court gravely abuses discretion. That is not correct. Because the fundamental doctrine is that once a complaint or information is filed in court, any disposition of that case, whether it is for the dismissal or conviction or acquittal of the accused, rests in the sound discretion of the trial court. On the other hand, Section 1 of Rule 117 states that the accused may file a motion to quash the complaint or information at any time before entering the plea. So as you can see, there is a succession of events. The first thing that the judge must do is to find out whether there is probable cause, so that if there is, he shall issue the warrant of arrest in order to have the person brought to court so that the court will have jurisdiction over him or her. How can they say that that is a grave abuse of discretion? That is in the rules of court. They should better study the criminal procedure. Now, another issue is which investigatory body should investigate offenses relating to drugs. Actually, this is a shared and concurrent jurisdiction between the DOJ and the Ombudsman. However, the court that has jurisdiction to try this case is the Regional Trial Court and not the Sandigan Bayan. It is very clear in the law, in Section 90 of RA 9165, that offenses, drug offenses, should be heard and tried by the Regional Trial Court, which has exclusive jurisdiction. So how can they argue that it should be tribe in Sandigan Bayan. You know, RA 9165 is a special law. The Sandigan Bayan Act is a general law. And this general law did not amend or repeal the special law. Therefore, the special law prevails. In this case, it is the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002, RA 9165. I have prepared a press briefing for you. You can read it, and you may ask questions now if you want to. Okay, are there no questions? Was it clear as mud? Sige na. Where are the reporters here? So that means you understand it very clearly. Congratulations. You're better than the lawyers of the Lima.